Student athletes are pretty notorious for having extremely busy schedules, including strength and conditioning, different team meetings, managing all of their classes, doing practices. It honestly seems like they never have time for themselves. Ciera and I were specifically interested in seeing what the day in the life of a college gymnast looked like, so I found 3 different videos on YouTube of D1 athletes kind of sharing what they did in a single day, and so I took some inspiration from those videos and made our own little schedule that Ciera and I are going to be following along with to live a day in the life of a college gymnast. Well, it looks like it's time to get up and see what it's like to live a day in the life of a college gymnast. Ciera is also joining me today, so we are off to go lift. I apologize for this lighting, but it is so dark out because we are up before the sun. But I watched 4 different videos of college gymnasts just recording a day in their life, and so from those, I kind of compiled what Ciera and I need to do today. So you'll obviously find out as we watch the video, but I just wanted to say, like, how did I go about doing that? So I had to kind of make that stuff work with our circumstances in our classes and what was available to us, but I think we're going to get a good idea of everything that a gymnast does if they're a student athlete. So first is lifting, and we're going to go in and do just kind of a regular workout for us. I don't really know what they do for lifting,
yeah.
So yeah.
We don't have a trainer or anything with us, so we'll just make it up ourselves.
Ciera and I just decided to kind of make our own workout for the day, so we did upper body today and just really did a normal lifting routine, used some dumbbells, did some different weight machines, and then we kind of split off and Ciera did a few things of abs on her own, and then we went ahead and got ready to go to class. We are done with class for the day at 2 o'clock, and most gymnasts would go and do their practice like from now in the afternoon for like 3 hours, but I'll explain later why we're not doing it until the afternoon. But another part of gymnast day is usually to go study. They usually have like a little tutoring center they go to.
We do not.
But we're just going to go to the library for an hour or 2 and get some work done.
Which is good, because we do that anyways.
When you're just the student, not the athlete.
Yeah.
So now is probably a pretty decent time to explain to you guys what we're doing for practice, because I was kind of just like saying earlier that we would wait to explain later. Most gymnasts in the videos that I watched practiced in the afternoon. It's not afternoon anymore, it's all 6 o'clock now. And the reason for that is because when I was coming up with how to do this video, I really wanted to try and find a way to use the gymnastics gym on our campus, like where the actual college gymnasts practice. And obviously they're using the gym during that time, and we are not in communication with the gymnastics team. So instead I reached out to the club gymnastics team at our university and found out when they practice, and they practice from 7 to 10. So I asked if we could join them for today's practice. Don't know what to expect. I don't know if it's structured or if it's just like an open gym, but that's when we're going to go practice. So we have like an hour of time to kill.
I'm very interested to see how it goes.
And then we are off to go do what is probably the bulk of this video and just see. I'm excited because they have a pit and they have like tumble tracks and stuff, and like that's probably more of like my speed just based off of like my deconditioning from gymnastics. So I'm like, Ciera, I think you could probably like do a full into the pit.
I was wondering about that, but I think it'll depend on, I've never been like good about timing with like tumbling into pits, so it would depend on if I could figure that out. But maybe.
That'll be fun. I'm just excited to hopefully like do fun stuff I haven't done in a while, so. We're nervous.
I don't know what to expect.
Okay, we found it.
You go in first.
I'm going to go ahead and walk you guys through our practice just because they're playing music in here and I don't want to get copyrighted. After warming up and stretching out, we decided to get started with some basic skills on floor, just because after not doing gymnastics consistently, even the simplest of skills can be a little bit more challenging. So we did some cartwheels, round-offs. Ciera kind of started connecting some round-off back handsprings, and then eventually we started working our way towards some back handspring step-outs, and just seeing what was feeling okay. Things were kind of feeling funky, and so we were just kind of testing things out before heading to different events. Music has been playing, so I could get cut off at any moment, but we are warming up and slowly but surely kind of getting some skills in. I just did an aerial walkover, but it didn't record, so yeah. Any goals?
The next one? I don't know what my goals are. I don't want to set myself up for failure, so I'm just vibing.
We're on floor right now. So.
I think today we'll probably just do floor or beam, like no bars. And then all the good people are using vault, like literally doing like your Chenko.
From there, we decided to pick things up, and Ciera started working on some standing back tucks. I decided to see how my Valdez's felt on floor, just because I always feel pretty comfortable trying those on beam. Then I went ahead and switched to doing some back tucks, just because those are my tried and true. And then you can see me trying to work on some aerial walkovers here. They weren't going well this day. I feel like my back flexibility is becoming significantly decreased. Maybe I'll have to work on improving that. Ciera did some round off back handspring back tucks. Kind of were wonky, but we tried them out, and then only took me 2 tries to be able to land my Valdez on the beam, so it's always nice to have that skill. And then full turns, some were on, some were off, and Ciera's main thing that she decided to try on the balance beam was her little side hand balancing thing. It took her a couple tries to actually get into a good position, but once she did, she held it for quite a while. Then, even though I said I was not going to, we decided to head to bars just to try some things out. I really wanted to see if I could still do a kip, so even though I did not have my grips, I decided to get some chalk on my hands and throw one out there. It was not good, it was not pretty, and it was the only one I tried, but Ciera went ahead and did one. She's always better at keeping her arms straight still. I don't know how, because I'm apparently losing all my upper body strength. But then we decided to head over to trampoline and tumble track. This trampoline is very bouncy because it's one of those fun netted ones, and so I kind of just stuck with some back tucks because I suck at trampoline, but Ciera was brave and is much better at twisting than I am, and she decided to warm up a full on there and then made her way to tumble track to test the waters of tumbling into the pit. You guys may not know this, or maybe you do, but we don't have a lot of experience tumbling into a pit because our gym never had one. So timing was kind of interesting, and Ciera's round off back handsprings were not working out super well. So she decided to take out the back handspring and just try doing some round off layouts and then twisting into a full from that. And she was able to land her second or third try. I don't remember what one it was. You guys might be able to hear a ton of like shoe squeaking right now. There's a basketball court / volleyball court / hardwood around the corner. So you can probably hear people like yelling and their shoes squeaking and stuff.
We really lasted for an hour long practice, but it was honestly so fun. Like,
yeah, it was.
I think we now in the gymnastics club, so we can keep coming back, you know, whenever we want, pretty much.
So if you guys like want to see us practicing stuff, or like an adult gymnastics journey or whatever, like I don't want to like promise things and like we never come back, but we could, since like it's free, like we can just.
It was fun
do whatever. Good little stress relief. I also did like more than I thought I would. Not really like
you guys
on beam, but
when you get old and like starts worn out, technically retired from gymnastics 4 years out, like things are not what they used to be.
No. So
and I don't have grips.
But you guys saw me do my full off of tumble track, and that's the first time I've tumbled like into my full, either like round off full or round off by handspring full since 2018. Granted, that was on floor and this is on tumble track, but that's like a step in the right direction.
Anyways, so that was kind of a day in our life, kind of trying to be college gymnasts with everything that we feel like are key components of the routine. So hope you guys liked the video. If you did, thumbs up. If you like this vlog style video, Ciera and I have our own channel called Maggie and Ciera that we just vlog most of our days.
Yeah.
So you could go check that out too.
I think that's about it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.